This episode is brought to you by WrestleQuest from MegaCat Studios. Hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell.
Do y'all know what time it is? Do y'all really know what time it is? It's time to grab your popcorn, grab your best beverage. It's time to relax your ears. Wrestling season has returned, baby. Yeah. That's right. And it's time for your main event. Coming down the aisle, we have the one, Bobby Wrestles. And he is accompanied by the beautiful Mia Moore. This is the main event. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning. I wanted to come on here early and talk to you guys about some of the latest things that are going on in the world of pro wrestling. Welcome to the All About Wrestling podcast. All right, so we are on the cups, the post moments of AEW All In, which made history. We cannot deny it. Oh, you should have seen the WWE diehards. Oh, yo, it was terrible. Oh, it was bad. It was no storytelling. But you watched it. Folks, we have to be objective. We have to be fair. All right. You may not like specific companies, and that's fine. As fans, we're all entitled to our own opinion, but come on, be rational here. All right. So AEW All In, as good as it gets? That's the question. So in attendance, there was 81,035. This was reported to be paid attendees, $10 million gate. Mercedes Moné was in attendance. And then we had our matches. Now, the matches, I did watch this live. You may have seen me posting on Instagram a lot that was going on. Some matches, do I think could have been better? Yes, but some matches were phenomenal. Phenomenal. From start to finish, the 0 hour, we had MJF and Adam Cole. They went up against Aussie Open for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. They won. All right, new tag team champions. By the way, there were four title changes on this event. All right. Hook defeated Jack Perry, who we'll talk about shortly. He regained the FTR championship. CM Punk defeated Samoa Joe and retained the Royal World Championship. Bullet Club Gold defeated Bullet Club Elite. FTR defeated the Young Bucks. I was surprised. I thought FTR was definitely dropping those titles. However, FTR retained the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Team Eddie defeated the Blackpool Combat Club. And Saraya is your new AEW Women's Champion. All right, great to see her with a title again. Great to see her win in front of her folks. Her family was there. It was a great touch. Sting and Darby Allin defeated Swerve and Christian in a tag team coffin match. And this match was phenomenal. Will Ospreay defeated Chris Jericho. Will Ospreay, in my opinion, is very underrated. The stuff he did, the stuff he can do physically was amazing. Props to him. We had the Acclaimed, which featured Billy Gunn. They defeated the House of Black, and they won the AEW Trios Championships. In our main event, MJF defeated Adam Cole. All right, which was another shock because a lot of people that I spoke to believed that there was going to be a heel turn on the part of Adam Cole. However, that did not happen, and they're still best friends. All right, so the story continues. Very interesting. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I'm glued to my seat. Very, very, very great chemistry between Adam Cole and MJF. If you saw the press conference, MJF completely in character. Adam Cole, they both were there. Very, very interesting stuff. All right, so that was AEW All In. By the way, it was going to be followed up by AEW All Out in Chicago. But guess what? Guess who's not going to be there? CM Punk and Jack Perry. Suspended. Folks, let's talk about it. Were we all waiting for another shoe to drop off of CM Punk with regard to backstage drama? Man, as soon as you think things are working well, more CM Punk drama. I have a question. Is CM Punk drama taking out the AEW pillars? Think about it. Think about it. First incident started with this guy. Remember? And now, Jack Perry, another pillar of AEW. Folks, this is not getting any better. This stuff keeps happening. More Punk drama. You've seen it all over the news and social media, folks. Different companies, different wrestling news sites with different stories. CM Punk allegedly stating that he hates AEW now. Now, to be fair, we don't know how this came about. This could have been Punk on the phone with somebody or having a private conversation and somebody heard him say it. Doesn't mean he yelled it at somebody or yelled it at Tony Khan or at the backstage crew or the wrestlers in the locker room. But there's reports that he said it. And I mean, come on. I mean, just to be fair, if I was getting into trouble every day or every once in a while, I'd hate the company I work for too. CM Punk and Jack Perry, the very latest on the backstage incident brawl, and reports that they are both suspended. All Out is coming to Chicago. It's going to be a lot of angry Chicago fans. What do you say? So the incident happened regarding an earlier incident in which Jack Perry was planning on going on vacation, taking time off from wrestling, right? He wanted to do some type of stunt with real glass where he was going to get hurt and be written off TV for a while. Allegedly, CM Punk stated something along the lines of that we don't do that here with real glass. And there's reports that he said this because he cared about Jack Perry's safety. Now, if you watched AEW All In, if you watched the match between Jack Perry and Hook, there was a scene in which there was a vehicle at the top of the ramp on the stage, and he was fighting Hook, and he was going to put Hook through the windshield of the vehicle. He turns to the camera, and he says, "Hey, real glass," knocked on it, real glass. At the time, I thought that was kind of misplaced. Like, why would he say that on TV? Why would you not have real glass? If we're talking kayfabe and we're talking wrestling, why would you say that? And then reports later indicated there was a reason he said that. And it was in accordance with the situation where he wanted to do a spot with real glass earlier for getting written off TV, and he was denied, in which allegedly Punk had some major influence in that decision. So their match went on, Punk's match went on, and everything went on as well. And then somewhere in the midpoint of the show, I get an alert on my phone. And it says that there's more backstage drama. I immediately went on social media and I took a poll and I asked you guys, is it time for CM Punk to go? At this point, I really feel as though he's becoming a liability. And perhaps I'm late to the party here. I'm pretty sure there's a majority of you wrestling fans out there who believe the same thing. And, you know, maybe I look like a fool. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But how do you think Tony Khan feels? Tony Khan's yet again placed in a situation where he has to put on his boss pants and make an executive decision. Now, allegedly they're suspended. That's a good decision. I believe so. In fact, I believe it's a great decision because you don't get to perform in front of your home crowd. There's also reports that CM Punk allegedly put Jack Perry in a chokehold Now, this can go either way. We're all speculating here. We do not know the facts. This is all alleged. All right. This is according to the numerous wrestling news sites that we've seen on social media. On one side, oh man, Punk put him in a chokehold. It was devastating. On the other side, the chokehold was put in place to not engage into a fight and to secure Jack Perry so that they don't get into a fight. How do you guys feel about that? Was security enough? Was security not there? I don't know, but I think it's terrible. The majority of you guys said yes, it's time for CM Punk to go. Now, if you were a businessman, if you were a promoter, an executive with your own wrestling company, what would you do? I think enough's enough. If I was Tony Khan, I would write an angle and write him off the story. The only problem here is CM Punk he's under contract. He's guaranteed money. So Tony Khan might be in a very sticky situation with regard to how he proceeds, with how he manages the situation with Punk. It's really messed up. It's really messed up. And I sat there and I cringed watching Tony Khan at the media scrum. One thing that I think he did very well, he came out, he immediately addressed the situation, right? This did not happen. He learned from the last time. Remember the last time? He sat there awkwardly next to Punk, who just was involved in the situation, and he let Punk talk about it, all right? From what I understand, this situation is being investigated. It's under investigation. We're hearing that both parties have been suspended. So perhaps this is being handled a lot better than the last time. So the media scrum, Tony Khan came out, and he immediately addressed the situation. He was smart. He said, and this is not verbatim, but for me watching it, this is what I remember. Did an incident happen? Yes, an incident happened with you know who. I'm not going to get into any names. However, this incident is under investigation. I will not comment about it. And everyone in attendance at the media scrum, they respected his decision. They did not ask about it. Kudos to you guys. That's proper professional journalism. Something very rare in journalism in today's time. Kudos to you guys. And the press conference went on. World Champ comes out. Adam Cole comes out. And it goes and continues and continues. But is it time for CM Punk to go? Jack Perry. And we don't know. We're speculating right now. Do I think Jack Perry should have said that comment? Not at all. Not at all. If you have any respect for kayfabe and for Tony Khan and your peers, you will not instigate a situation like that. Oh, no, Punk's not full to blame here. It's not all his fault. This could have been prevented if you would have just bit your tongue and put on a great wrestling match. What so many people in London have paid for. But that did not happen. And here we are yet again with another situation. I did not want to come here and talk to you guys about CM Punk today. However, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I have a responsibility to talk about it, to do a little bit of research, to express my emotions and my sentiments regarding this and its effect on the world of pro wrestling. Are you tired of it? I'm tired of it. And it sucks. It's really bad because on such a momentous historical night for AEW, it's a bit tainted. It's tainted. I feel like on many of these momentous historical nights, they become tainted. Why? Due to the antics of CM Punk. Or from what's put out to us in presentation. Perhaps we're influenced to feel a certain way because of the presentation and how things are put out to us. Look at it this way. All right. Let's say, and you know, hypothetically, all right, and I don't like hypotheticals, but we have to be fair and objective. We have to look at things from all angles. Who's the instigator here? The presentation may be perhaps influencing us to believe that it's CM Punk. And perhaps it's due in part to his history. See, this is where history plays an important part in situations. Do we believe that if the incident in the first media scrum with CM Punk, if that did not occur, that we'd be here right now believing that he did it again? Maybe not. Maybe not. But our history is very important. Our history is very important, so much so that incidents like this happened, if you want to go years back, in the World Wrestling Entertainment arena, where again, CM Punk was involved in some situations over there. And did Tony Khan do what he was supposed to do? Yes, he did. The second time around. Did Triple H do what he was supposed to do? And Vince McMahon? Yes, they did. Immediately. There was no sugarfooting on the situation. They did what they had to do. Folks. Thank you so much, bro. Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show. Thanks, bro. Listen, thank you for all that you do. Folks, if you're not familiar with the Tantalizing one, then you need to get familiar. All right? And of course, my apologies. I still have the old Twitter icon. Bros, sisters, you have to check out the Tantalizing Tony Show on YouTube. That's my big bro right there. All right? That's the man. That's the man that's in charge. He's the real YouTube champion. All right? Make sure you go and check him out. Thank you. I really appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is a very crazy situation. It really is. And I really hope they can recover from this. I really do. But who's to say what happens? Allegedly, all communication has been blocked. I love you too, bro. All communication has been blocked between, apparently CM Punk's not talking to Tony Khan. How childish is that? You know, I started to title this show, and it wasn't looking too great in terms of, you know, the optics. I was gonna put the CM and Punk stands for Childish Maniac. But, you know, it didn't work out well with the algorithms and stuff like that, so I didn't put it. But you see where I'm going with this. Who do we do wrestling for? Who do we entertain? Why do we do it? Why do we have the passion? What do you think CM Punk's passion's for? Do you think it's for himself? You think it's for the fans? You think it's for the company? You think it's for peers? Legacy? Well, it's definitely not legacy, because so far, Punk's legacy is not going to be remembered as a good one unless he turns it around. I really believe that this is going to be Punk's last chance, being honest. Because you keep giving us food to talk about, to eat on, to munch on, and to criticize you in a negative way. And this is not a storyline. This is not a gimmick. This is real. This is real. All right. So enough about Punk. I do want to talk about the Bray Wyatt merchandise. And I want to get your honest opinions, because there's always different angles to every topic that we talk about, right? Realistically. All right. So the situation is kind of crazy. Rest in peace, Bray wyatt. We all know about the unfortunate passing of Wyndham Rotunda. And There's been reports that there's someone or some group that are going around selling fake Bray Wyatt merchandise, right? And you can see this on social media. Ringside News shared, can you believe the nerve of selling a bootleg Bray Wyatt Memorial t-shirt? What the F? All right. So if you've been trying to donate and trying to buy merchandise, because recently it was reported that WWE is donating 100% of the proceeds from all Bray Wyatt merchandise to family. Now, if you're going and searching this on an internet browser, on your phone, or your computer, we all know about cookies. The breadcrumbs. These are sort of a digital trail of what you've searched, right? These cookies can lead to the search algorithm, providing you, force feeding you with things that you may like. We see this all the time with big corporations like Google, yada, yada, etc. If you have in your cookies anything related to Bray Wyatt merchandise, there's a high likelihood you're going to get a pop-up with that picture or something similar to it, in which they're using Bo Dallas. They Photoshop Bo Dallas in the image, and they show the shirt. All right, so this is a Bray Wyatt, in memory of Bray Wyatt, tribute t-shirt. How do you feel about this? If you loved and you cherished Bray Wyatt, everything that he stood for, and the fact that this is going for a good cause with WWE and what they're doing, how do you feel about this? Now, do you think it's wrong for anyone to try to capitalize off this? In my opinion, I do. But as an individual who's an executive for a custom merchandise company, I can understand it, but the timing is wrong. The timing is really wrong. First and foremost, it is of bad taste because we're capitalizing off of the passing of someone, let alone the fact that this person is a celebrity, this person was rich. It doesn't matter. It's a human, right? Someone that we as wrestling fans can all connect to, relate to. But second, this merchandise is licensed. So to have the gall and the audacity to actually promote this publicly, you're a fool, because you open yourself up to litigation, to legal action, right? When I saw this story, I was like, wow, is this real? Is it funny? No, I don't think so at all. It's not. If the circumstances were different, perhaps it could be, but I can't laugh at this. And I was about to say something, and I don't want to get flagged, so I'm not going to say it. But if you want to know, the comments, we'll talk about it later. But this is crazy. And I know there's going to be lots of people, perhaps thousands, that'll fall for this. Because regardless of it being unofficial and of bad taste, it's still an image that says it's in tribute to Bray Wyatt. So if you buy this, or if you buy merchandise from WWE, which is actually going to the family, you're still receiving merchandise that is in tribute to Bray Wyatt. How bad as it is, but it's true. All right. Folks, I do want to share with you guys our sponsor. We're going to take a quick minute and a half break. And in the meantime, take a look at our sponsor.
It's time. The world is ready to crown a new wrestling superstar. Professional wrestling's Hall of Legends includes some of the greatest names in sports history. Ascending to their ranks is no small feat. But the dream of wrestling stardom is about to set two humble wrestlers on a collision course with destiny as they embark on their quest for wrestling immortality. Chacho Man Randy Santos, the rookie phenom with a heart of gold. Brink Logan, Roger. The grizzled company man who's paid his dues and hungers for more. Two gladiators who won't let anything or anyone stand in their way as they battle these sinister forces taking control of every wrestling match in every ring across the land. But the path to victory is not tread alone. These determined warriors must recruit dedicated companions who will help them rise to stardom.
I am the best in what I know.
You'll be settled sore after this!
The Brotherhood is cut loose! Each new party member brings their own unique set of skills and talents, so leadership is the key to victory. Deploying the ultimate tag team matchup is the only way to defeat the challenging opponents that lie ahead. Before either wrestler can take their place among the best, they must prove themselves worthy to the legendary wrestlers who came before them. Earn the respect of these fabled heroes to the most daunting and rewarding challenge as they quest through wondrous lands, encountering friends, foes, and epic legends. Two quests for glory. Two wrestlers whose paths will be forever entwined. One title. It's time for WrestleQuest!
Folks, that's WrestleQuest. Hell of a game, especially for all of the old classic arcade lovers, right? That's what that is. All right, so make sure you check it out on all major platforms. I have it on the Xbox. All right, folks, this has been an All About Wrestling podcast. Folks, there's 221 days until WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia, PA. I'm excited. So much so that I'm actually considering buying one of those Philadelphia Eagles WWE Licensed Championship belts. And then that way I'll have two. I'm really looking forward to it. So pretty soon, myself, Miyamor, we're going to go to the stadium and actually create some content from the stadium. Perhaps we can get inside and talk about wrestling, talk about WrestleMania, and go from there. All right, so folks, thanks for joining in. If you're going to watch the rebroadcast, which history shows most of you do, please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe, all right? Talk to you soon. It's been a pleasure. And, yeah, keep it locked.